I honestly do believe that with the right mindset, you can achieve whatever you want, no matter what.
Getting rich is more mental than tactical.
You will never exceed your highest expectation.
Wealth isn't a possession, it's a mindset.
First rule of money is spend less than you make. First rule of money. Like, you don't need to listen to anything else. You don't need to do any investing. You don't need nothing else. The first rule of money is spend less than you make. The second rule of money is take what's left over and invest it in making more money. And I think the big piece, especially people who are starting out, miss out is that they expect that they're going to get rich as rich people get richer. And it's a different strategy. When you're starting out, you have to think about how you're going to make money while you're awake, not while you're asleep. Currently, you haven't maxed out your active, and the returns on active are significantly higher and lower risk than passive income opportunities.
To become a rich person, you don't need intelligence. He is needed, but not in the way people think. People overestimate knowledge and overestimate the value of intelligence. Of the 100% of financially successful people I have met, not all 100% are intelligent people. Not all. I'd say not many smart people among them, but all 100% are energetic. So these are the people who do make a mistake, quickly correct it, do it again, make a mistake, correct it, do it again, and they do it very energetically without losing enthusiasm.
Becoming rich isn't just about making money. It's about having the right mentality. Some people will wake up and live the exact same day on repeat. They will have their breakfast, take train to go to their 9 to 5. Nothing wrong with working a 9 to 5. They will finish their 9 to 5 and take train back home. Then will go to sleep and repeat it. Then there's some people, they will wake up, have their breakfast. Whilst they're having their breakfast, will think about, how can I make money? This isn't the way I should live life. Waking every day at 9 and working till 5. They will take train. Whilst taking train, they'll think about how they can make this money. I could start my own business. Then they will do their 9 to 5, come back home and go to sleep. Then there's just a little amount of people that will actually work on their business that they thought of. And those people are the people that aren't scared of risks. Those are the people that receive rewards. Those are the people that differentiate themselves from the others. It's not about making money. It's about having the right mentality.
You might be too smart for your own good and you don't even know it. Think about every business professor in a university. Technically, they're the smartest PhDs in business. They have no money because they overanalyze, they overjudge, they overcriticize, they know too much. If you want to be rich, there's only two things you need to have. One, an unreasonable amount of confidence, meaning that you are confident in your beingness and your decisions, outsized to any level of accomplishment. And two, the ability to take risks, what I call being fearless. Most wealthy people have both of those because of their ignorance. They start companies that they shouldn't have started because they didn't know how hard it would be. Very few rich people are actually smart. They're way dumber than you think.
You have to associate with successful people. You have to be in the physical space of other successful people. You actually pick up their energy and vibration. You watch and observe them. You listen to them, and you find out how they think, what they say, how they speak, and how they act. Because it's different. And I thought, where can I find wealthy people? I know a couple towns away. I grew up in Lynn, Massachusetts, which was a blue-collar town. There was Marblehead and Swampscott. That was the rich area. I said, there's a country club there, Tedesco Country Club. I'm going to become a caddy because the only people that are members are rich. So I became a caddy, and I started hanging around all these rich guys. And I thought, they talk differently than my father and all his friends. They think differently than my father and all his friends. And they walk and talk, and they walk and act differently. They have this aura about them. But I also realized they're a normal human being, just like my dad. It's really, the difference is how they think and how they talk, which reflects in how they act and how they see themselves.
I honestly do believe that with the right mindset, you can achieve whatever you want, no matter what. No matter what adversity you've been through, no matter what hard times you've had to go through, challenges, adversities, trauma, if you always have the right mindset, then you can do whatever you want in this world, I promise you. So what is our mindset? So your mindset is your perspective. It's how you see your situation, it's how you see yourself, it's how you see the world. And there is typically two different kinds of mindset. There is a fixed mindset, a victim mentality, and there is a growth mindset. And the differences are, so a fixed mindset is when something goes wrong, you blame everybody else. You never take accountability for your actions. You think that the reason why you're in the position that you're in is because of everybody else and everything else that's gone wrong. You blame other people, you don't take responsibility, you don't like to fail, you don't like to try new things, you just want to stay where you are. Whereas the growth mindset is that you take extreme ownership of everything going on in your life. When something goes wrong, you take accountability, and then you take the necessary actions moving forward. You like to try new things, you're not afraid to fail. You want to take over the world. Those are the differences.
Getting rich is more mental than tactical. When I started everything, thought that getting rich was more about the technical side of things and different strategies and different this and different that, but majority of the battle is all mental. It's being able to handle rejection, uncertainty, delayed gratification, risk, failure, all things that mentally the average person up. And if you can't handle those things, no strategy is gonna save you. But if you can, eventually you figure things out.
The biggest trap young people fall into is that they spend their money wrong. What I mean is that they're spending their money on the wrong things. They're trying to buy a fancy car to impress a girl. They're trying to buy fancy clothes with designer labels all over to impress their friends. They're trying to rent a penthouse in downtown Brickell because they think that's what a baller does. And that's all wrong. That's not what people did to get rich. What you got to do when you're getting started is reinvest all that money into yourself. Invest it into education, taking courses, into networking, into buying books, into educating yourself, into getting to conferences and the like-minded things. Like, for example, I go to all the real estate conferences. That's the most important thing you could do. Put all that money into those, and trust me, you'll have all the apartments and cars and fancy clothes you want one day. But start with investing in you first.
If you're young, your real only obligation is to make money. Everything else is extra. If you're under 24, forget about weddings and kids now. That's not your priority, unless you've already built the life that you want. And let's be honest, if you're still figuring things out, well, you haven't. Especially if you come from a low-income family. Then you only really have one job. I want you to break the cycle. Listen, making money isn't about greed. It's about survival. It's about power. Because in this world, money is going to decide who speaks. And money is going to decide who stays quiet. It's going to define who leads and who follows. And that whole, well, money isn't everything thing usually comes from people who just never had it anyway. And that's why they just don't get it. With money, you get to choose how you live, what you do, and what you actually put up with and tolerate. And once I understood that, man, everything changed. Since I've been 25 years old, I've had one single mission. I want to build wealth, not for the flex, but for the freedom it provides. So where in the world do you start? Listen, clean up your circle. If your friends aren't talking about growth, goals, or money, or ambition, they're simply slowing you down. I want you to surround yourself with people who have already done what you're trying to do. Listen good. Listen more than you speak. Watch what they do, not just what they say. Money isn't just for cars and watches. Money buys you protection. It protects your family. It protects your future. And it protects, most of all, your name. You don't need to worship money, but you do need to understand it. Because if you don't, someone else is going to. And they're going to be the ones controlling you. Work isn't the enemy. Drifting and drifting away from it is. Every job is just a stepping stone. Just make sure it's taking you somewhere worth going. So I want you to ask yourself, are you going to be the one who decides, or are you going to be the one that waits for permission? I want you to choose.
You can't cut no corners. You can't go and you can't, it ain't going to happen like that. There's only one way you're going to get to it, and you got to earn it. You got to earn it. And I did, I wrote raps, I wrote verses, I wrote songs for over a decade and had never earned a penny. Something I picked up from being around billionaires.
Right.
When you get to a certain level of money, it take all the pressure off you. Now you could just sit back and do what it is you enjoy. Man, life's short. Go harder than you did last year. Whatever you thought you did, it wasn't enough. And enjoy it even more. Go harder and find a way to enjoy it. That's when you master the game.